EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where the keeper of the light sounds the foghorn to signal it's time for football. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. And off we go from Foxborough. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
He'll get about 2. That's E.J. Speed getting in there to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, it's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's
a gain there of 27 yards.
For Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the give, it's Henderson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll find the rookie third-round pick, Kyle Williams. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 11-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
From out of the gun, here's May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A second effort, and he is in.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here's Tremon Smith on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out come the Houston Texans, and Greg, it is one of the good quarterbacks in the league. Offensive Rookie of the Year, #2 pick in that 2023 draft. Year 3 for C.J. Stroud out of Ohio State.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
They got 6 on that first down run, so it is 2nd and 4. He'll go again with Marks. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
A gain of 12 yards.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs. And not only is he able to pick up the first down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Robert Spillane spills him there.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll find the rookie out of Iowa State, Jaden Higgins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
Carry now for Marks. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now Stroud He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And they get it at the 18-yard line. The drive stays alive. First down picked up.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, it's Marks. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. He'll get that into the hands of Woody Marks. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Stroud. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. It is Harold Landry working his way in for the sack.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Fourth down, and on comes Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. It's 7-3. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Back to the outside. He's got Diggs. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll go right back to Diggs. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Patriots first down.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
On first down, they go back to Henderson. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun. It's May. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Borregales now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Pats extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Texans 3.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Milton Williams. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
A tight end in motion now. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first time out here. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
50-yard line.
Kirk is the motion man. On the ground, it's Marks. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Back to throw, Stroud. That is caught, finding Higgins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Texans first down.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Woody Marks. Touchdown, Texans.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans are back within 4. It is 14-10.
14. Texans 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Texans offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Kirk is the motion man. On play action. Stroud under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing is Stroud. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side, and Kirk's got it.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. An inside give to Marks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Texans first down.
First down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Stroud gonna tuck this one on the zone read. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
The truth is, Mike, they just aren't getting the push they need up front. This defense has been a motivated group these last couple plays, and now for the second straight time, they failed to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 14-13. Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. To throw now, May. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, New England.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Henderson. Yeah. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
First down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 19-yard line.
Our first carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. Here, you find yourself in a one-score game, Mike. He understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
May to throw on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Henderson. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Once more, Henderson. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
3rd and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the 4th quarter they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
The extra point now for Borregales. He's got it. And the Patriots extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Texans 13.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Crazy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Texans offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
14 yards.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down for Houston.
1st and 10 at the
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Kirk is the motion man. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stroud gonna set up to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Texans first down.
A gain of 12. And the Texans first down.
Now toss to Marks, heading left. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now, Stroud. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. receiver there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Texans 16.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. On the return, Travion Henderson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Patriots offense headed back to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Out of the gun, here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson.
May's pass complete to Travion Henderson. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6. And the Patriots 1st down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The PAT, up and good. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
16.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now it is C.J. Stroud and the Texans down by 12. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Got his man. It's Kurtz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Stroud. That's taken in by Marks. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Throwing is Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
That one brought in by Patriots. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
The 14-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
So you find yourself down here in the red zone. This is where it's critical for the quarterback, Mike, to understand he's only got 2 options. Put the ball in a spot where your guy can catch it, or in a spot where nobody can catch it. And unfortunately for them, this time ends up being the latter.
throwing on second down. Stroud. And the Texans going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Texans have cut the deficit to 5.
Texans 23.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Patriots. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home, as we say so long from Foxborough.